the first single, Who You Thought I Was, Americana and radio embraced that single, and I think it was a top 10 single. And I would have felt that on the road. You know, like you start to play your song and people know it when they hear the opening chords and know every word. So I'm super excited to get back out on the road and feel that. But I will say, you know, reviews and online shows I did, the response I got in those ways really kept me going. And, you know, fans have kept me going this year when I think about it. You know, they'll say like, oh man, you guys putting out music kept us going. I've heard a lot of fans say that to all of us artists that put out music in 2020. But truthfully, they kept us going just as much, you know.
Different demons, same devil.
I know you're a big fan of releasing albums, as am I. I love to nerd out on the liner notes, everything about it. Are you planning to release more singles, or are you working again on another complete album?
You know, I've just started really thinking about what my next album is, and I have some pretty big plans for it. If I can make what I really envision, I don't know if I can do it or not, but let's just say, you know, I want to release an album that's more than an album, that has a few other components to it. We'll see. And it might not be this album, maybe it'll be a couple albums down the road. But I think that in the meantime, I'll probably keep releasing a single here and there. Because we're in such a different time, and honestly, the way people consume music has changed, and I have to somewhat change with that. I'm going to always make albums, do not get me wrong, but I also know that we live in I will fight till my last breath for the art of albums, but I also know we live in a time where people do consume music really quickly, and they want more and more and more. And so I want to keep people I want to give them little appetizers, but I'm going to always give them a meal. This next one I hope is a couple courses.
For songwriting, has it been a shift this year to try to write, because I know you have such amazing collaborators, like you wrote with Shane a lot on this album and the previous albums, or are you still able to get together and, you know, write how you normally would be able to?
No, that's been a big change. I mean, you mentioned Shane. In this time, he and I got together to write once that wasn't on Zoom. He was in Florida and I was in California. Now, what's great is without Zoom, that wouldn't have happened. So that is a great thing. But I had very few, maybe 2 in-person writes during 2020. Once everything stopped, just because it was just not safe. And I've started slowly coming back to writing in a mask. I had one of those last week. I think I've got 2 next week, and the rest of it's still all Zoom. So it's definitely changed things for me.